I am in the Cairo airport. I had a young lady join me from the tour group. I mean, the tour group was amazing. We had a great group. I met so many wonderful people. Everybody's awakening. I mean, it was just a great group. Well, she wanted to stay with me because I stayed over 2 extra nights because I didn't want to travel on Christmas. And so she had a guy friend in Ghana that told her that basically he could get her an emergency visa to Ghana and not be vaccinated, so not follow the new COVID requirements for Ghana. And I told her, I said, I heard that they're turning people away at the airport. So she really wanted to go. She didn't want to go back to the U.S., which I can understand that because it's winter there, and I think they're going back into lockdown where she's from. And sorry. And this guy told her, he could get her in. So I'm hoping that he does, but I had to... Where am I going? H. I need to go to G. I had to leave her because the COVID guidelines have me on a very strict budget. I mean, I have to spend almost $1,000 unexpected to just get back to Rwanda. And I was curious, like, what do they do for people that, in the middle of your travel plans, they're changing the, I don't know where I'm at. I mean, I don't know which, oh my goodness. We're in the middle of your travel plans, they're changing the COVID rules, or after you've paid and all of that. I'm a little hungry. I gave her my last Egyptian pounds. And I forgot to keep one for a souvenir, but she's on a budget too. I mean, it's COVID, $150 COVID test. Maybe I could probably use my visa. And then you have to quarantine. I'm hoping my insurance maybe will cover and reimburse me for quarantine, but usually they reimburse you, so it's not even like you get your money right away in a few days. And y'all know how insurance is. Most of them seem to find a way to deny you for something stupid. So, yeah. So, like, I met another lady in Dr. Browder's group. She says she works with Congress, and very beautiful lady. And she was working with Ghana for the year of return. And she told her they're turning people away at the airport. So she had told her as well, because she's the one who told me. Plus, I had seen a couple YouTubes. They don't have no chips. I had seen a couple YouTubes about people complaining about it. So, oh, there they are. Yeah, it's just a serious issue. And they really need to have like a global standard or something, because every country you go to is different requirements, different. It's just really too much. It's really too much. So I was curious myself to like, hi. I was curious myself as to trying to find gluten-free. I don't see any gluten ingredients. But I was curious myself as to what are they doing with people at the airport. I mean, if you just don't really have any choice, like you don't have the money or you're not vaccinated, you know, or something like that. So there was another group of African women. I think that I heard them saying they were trying to go to Sierra Leone. So I don't know what Sierra Leone's new COVID rules are, but they had been at the airport since 2:00 this morning, which it's 1 a.m. because my flight leaves at 2 a.m. So they've been here 24 hours basically. Get my card out. So they've been here basically 24 hours. I guess trying to figure out what they're gonna do. So I suggested to her that she not cancel her original flight because until she made sure, but she canceled it anyway. So I just wish I could have did more for her, but these COVID, these COVID restrictions are ridiculous. Do you know where G5 is?
G5? Straight? Right side. Straight this direction, right side.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so... Oh, okay, I see it. So she's just sitting out there. I gave her my last pounds, like I said. The guy in Ghana is saying he's making some phone calls or whatever, but I probably would have just went on home myself. I definitely wouldn't have canceled my flight so soon. Like, probably could have came to the airport to find out, but we did not think that she was going to get stuck here. I assumed that they would go ahead and let her fly to Addis, is what I assumed. But they won't even let her, because she's transferring in Addis to Ghana, they won't even let her go to Addis. So said that, I mean, she said they were sending people home at the airport, so I just feel bad that I can't stay. I really do. But I mean, she's got a guy friend. I don't really have any guy friends right now. That's helping me financially, so I just can't afford, I hate to say, that sounds so negative, I can't afford it, but I'm on a budget, so I do feel some kind of way for leaving though, but I kind of told her I just did not think that, they were going to go for that. But she's been knowing her guy friend longer than me, so I just met her on the trip, so I understand. But and it's weird because, like, I had just watched that video with Tiffany Haddish in Turkish airport, and what I noticed in the video, besides what she was saying the situation was, what I noticed in the video is that when she gave them, they asked her for her American passport, And when she gave them her American passport, they said, "Oh, are you also a African permanent resident? Do you have permanent residency in Africa?" I thought that was kind of weird. Like, if you're a U.S. citizen, even if you have, I just thought that was weird for customer service or whoever Tiffany was talking to ask that. I don't see, you know, and then you're standing in the lines and I mean, to be quite frank with you, it does kind of seem like they detain or hold up all the Africans. I mean, that's just what it looks like to me. It's just sad. It's just sad. You know, so so that was a long to do. And then the piece of artwork that I bought, he is so handsome. He's a scribe, and they told me, because at first they wanted 7,000, and then he was like, "This is the low season. We're coming off COVID, so we'll give it to you for 35." And I kept saying 1,000, 1,000. And he called the manager. So the manager was like, "Look, give it to her for 15 something US dollars, 1,500. And I told the tour guide, because he was like, "If you feel like you're paying too much, then to it's these one kind of chips I like here. They're like cheese and onion or something. I'm liking them, but I don't find them everywhere though." But anyway, I got the tour guide, and so the tour guide was like, "What's your budget?" And I really wanted it, so I was like, I had told him 1,000, but it really wasn't my budget. But because I really wanted it, I was like, well, if I could get at least one nice thing. Ooh, and I'll be eating these candy bars, these Bounty candy bars. They're good. So the tour guide haggled with him.
What is this?
The tour guide haggled with him, and so he got it for 1,000. Then they wouldn't take my car. I mean, my car wouldn't work, and I had enough money in my car. And so then they let me take it and back to the hotel, and they, the tour guide was to bring the money back. So I was trying to figure out the inscriptions on it, and I had asked Tony, Dr. Browder, and it this was $5.
88 Egyptian baht.
It rang up $5.62 in US.
Dollar?
It rang up $5.62. This was $5 US dollars?
Yeah.
Can you do a return? I don't want it. I'm not.
Egyptian 80.
No. I get alerts when I spend money. It tells me what I spend. So it just came up $5.82.
Understand English.
Okay. See, this is what happens a lot here. So he just charged me $5.62 for a candy bar that I have been buying in Egypt the whole time I've been here. I think they've been charging me like, 30 Egyptian pounds or something like that. It's definitely not $5 and some 2 cents. So he said he can't speak English, which is always the go-to excuse, when they do something that they're not supposed to be doing. So I'm gonna have to get off of here so I can use my Google Translate. I'll be back. No, I did not.
Hmm?
I did not.
What do you want?
I want my 88 pounds back on here.
Here, no. Can I give you?
Yes.
Okay, delete your photo.
Excuse me?
Delete your photo.
So this has been very interesting. Shout out to Coinbase Visa card. My Coinbase crypto card, it has been a lifesaver. Like, it works everywhere that they take Visa, all out of the country and everything. I've had issues using my Chase Visa card, and sometimes it didn't work here and there. But this Coinbase Visa works everywhere, and I had forgot to bring cash with me, which was crazy. But anyway, I just took his picture. He was like, oh, why you take my photo? I said, because I've been buying these coconut candy bars the whole time I've been in Egypt, and they are not $5 and something cents. I don't care if this is the airport. They've been charging me like, I think like 20 Egyptian pounds, maybe 30. So 15 Egyptian pounds is about $1. So 30 is like $2. So $5 and 80 something cents. I don't care if this is the airport. So I was like, no, give me my money back. He was like, no, he can't give me my money back. Well, before that, he was like, he can't speak English. You know, so I used Google Translate, and so he had Google Translate. So he could have used that option instead of just saying he can't speak English when I asked him for my money back. So I took a picture of him. He was like, why did you take my photo? And I said, because I'm going to call and report you, and I'm going to see what's the cost of this candy bar. And just like Adrian, the girl I was with, even with the cab driver, she was like, well, he wanted to overcharge us like maybe about 80 Egyptian pounds. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. You know, and she was like, well, just give it to him. It's really only a few dollars or $10 or whatever. But the point is, I don't care if it's $1. Y'all not going to be getting over on me. You know, I'm going to pay you what I owe you. If you do a good service, I'm going to tip you, you know, but you're not getting ready to get over on me. And the thing about with the Uber drivers was like, I was asking them, you know, do you want to keep all the money and come back and pick us up? And we won't, and come back at a certain time, and we won't let, you know, we won't call and do it through the app. So they're going to get all the money. They still trying to charge you more than what the trip costs. So don't even appreciate trying to make some extra money, just trying to hustle you. And she was like, well, just give it to them. No, shit, because that shit starts adding up. You know, $3 here, $4 there, $10 here, $5 there, you know, 2-3 times a day, shit, 2-3 times a week. I'm not going to keep doing that. I don't care if it's $1. Charge me what you're supposed to charge me, you know. So he wanted me to, he was like, delete the photo. So why are you so worried about me deleting the photo if that's how much the candy bar was supposed to cost? Why are you so worried about me deleting the photo? So I deleted it, and he said, no, delete it from inside the phone. So I deleted it from inside the phone, and he gave me $5 back. And still kept 82 cents, because it was like $5.82 is how much it cost. So that is like totally, I mean, and I don't expect places to be the U.S., but I think, like I've said before in my videos, what I do expect is common courtesy from human beings, just common courtesy. You know, I'm just tired, you know, like my statue. Oh my gosh. Then I had bought one of my best friends from Dallas. I had bought him a little midget statue with a real big penis. They seen it in the back. They was like, what's that? Because they was wondering if I had two like original copies or hard copies of like the one of the scribe I got. And I was like, no. I was like, don't take it out the bag. They just took it out the bag in front of everybody. So they was laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, how embarrassing. But I had bought him a penis statue from Jamaica. So when I seen that one, I was like, oh, I'll start him like a little collection. Oh, so that was one thing. But also, what I noticed is when you're at the souvenir shops, when you're at the antique shops, most of the art, the antiques, they have the more softer features of black people, like the more European features. And so this was the one piece, because the whole time I was like, I want something, like the kings and queens and gods in the museum, the real black features. So when I got to the museum, it was the only one I saw. And I said, what is that? And they said, the guy said it's a scribe. So I was like, oh my gosh, because how I feel about writing. I was like, I got to have it. Only one with the more African features. He's super handsome. And of course, hi. Good. Thank you. And of course, he's been giving everybody a problem. It's like they don't want to let him out the country. Okay, so I've had 2 different airports hold me up. One in Luxor and now the one in Cairo. They call that a hard copy, and the guy told me it was only one. And I guess, but it is a copy, but they said they call that a hard copy. They call that an original copy. So, but he has the black features. I know all these other people have stuff. I haven't seen anybody else getting held up. I mean, I don't know what's going on with it. I have to go through security, and I will continue in a minute. She came onto the country shores as if she were a 100-year storm. Most would heed the warning in time. Take shelter before even catching the enticing smell of the beautiful coming rain. A few godlike men, yet untamed by Mother Nature, would embrace the strong, somehow comforting change of winds. Allow themselves to take up the treasures revealed, left behind her impassioned path. Knowing her omnipresence is in the same nature of themselves, which called unto the storm.